afternoon, football fans, and welcome back to CFRC at the Lang Season 2. I'm Jesse Bell, and I'm joined today here at the beautiful Lang Pavilion by unquestionably the most physically imposing punter in all of Canada. My special guest, fourth year, number 17, Kingston's own Matt Driver. Matt, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
A bit of a different recruiting story in terms of your football journey. So before we dive into that and all the cool stuff that goes with it, I'm kind of just curious about why you chose to come to Queen's University, period.
Yeah, for sure. So went to high school in Kingston, went to Holy Cross just down the road up in the west end there, and just graduated in the COVID time. So locally, Queen's was the best option. So just great academic school, and it just seemed like the best fit for me, being close to family so that I can come out and support. And it was just an ideal fit for me, to be honest. And it was just great.
And as we kind of alluded to, not so much a football background or football focus coming into Queens. As I understand it, you were more of a varsity soccer athlete.
Yeah.
So speak to me about the transition going from a varsity soccer player to walking on with Queens football. Give me the rundown on how you made that decision and what that's been like for you.
Yeah, so it was kind of a decision out of my control. After my first year, it was going pretty well, and then coaches made some decisions there, and it just didn't pan out the way we wanted to. So I decided to just go walk out on the football team, see how it goes. Kind of like a nothing really to lose mindset, right? So went out there, had so much to gain, and turned out to be a great tryout, and then I just walked on the football team from there, and here we are.
And this is a Queens team that has had a lot of success with their walk-on guys. Obviously, Nick Hennig, who joined the team in the early 2020s, recently signing a contract with the Las Vegas Raiders. Why do you think Queens is so good at developing a lot of these kind of raw physical prospects?
Yeah, I just think Coach Snyder, tribute to him, does a great job of just seeing the potential in guys and just giving walk-ons the ability to just show what they're made of, right? So just giving the players a chance just to grow and develop over time and kind of just trust the process of what he does as a coach and all the other coaches to just build from the ground up, right? So if you have just athletic abilities, just building that foundation is just a key starter there.
Yeah, so having the vision, but also the program in place to develop those physical traits.
For sure, yeah.
What has been the hardest adjustment going from soccer to football?
Yeah, I would probably say just learning like a whole new technique. I mean, like soccer's a lot different from football, like especially the punting. The ground kicking, like field goal and kickoffs are pretty similar, but punting, like when I first started, like if you're into special teams, like left-footed kicker, you drop with the left. I was dropping with the right, and then I started two hands, so it's just been all over the place. And just honestly, again, like the whole physical side, like I was a smaller guy. Not weight-wise, not height-wise, but just a scrawny guy. So just trusting the process of our S&C coaches. So just putting on a little bit of size really helped because football is a very physical game.
And I think that's been the big thing I've noticed during your time with the team. Yes, obviously the physical improvement, getting a lot bigger, filling out that long frame, but the technique has been there. And I think your being added to the East-West Bowl this year is proof of the kind of development story that you've had. Can you talk to me a bit about your East-West Bowl experience?
Yeah, for sure. I think it was a great experience, super fun. Just having that exposure to just the best players in the country was awesome. And the coaches there, our coaches and the other coaches were great, very welcoming. And just the culture that was built there in the short amount of time was substantial. It was a great time and just overall just an awesome experience. And I'm happy that, I played quite well there. So it was pretty nice to look back on and then have that experience of playing quite well. So, yeah.
Very modest. I always tell people this, Matt, when you're on the field and you get your leg into one of those big, high booming punts, it's the only time in my football career I've heard a crowd gasp when a punter does something. So, and in the East-West Bowl, I do recommend you guys check it out. It is available on YouTube. You can hear some of the broadcasters, much like me, in awe of some of those punts you got underneath. Going into 2026, obviously we've talked about that development and that football journey. What's something that you're hoping to improve on or refine in 2026?
Yeah, for sure. I'm just thinking for the next level, it's just that consistency piece. Big thing about special teamers going to the next level now is just being consistent on what you're good at. So I think just having just a good mindset of going to games and just like time after time, rep after rep, like we're out there on our own, like it's our own spotlight, right? So I'm only out there a couple times a game. So those kicks that I do have got to be consistent and well. So to help our team and just give us the best field position possible. So just consistency, I think, for me is the biggest part that I'm going to be working on this offseason.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because, yes, of course, football is a team sport, but it's very isolating whether you're kicker, punter, and long snapper. You really are. The eyes are going to be on you, and they really only tend to know your name when you make a mistake. Yeah. Mentally, how do you develop that consistency, and how do you block out the noise during key moments in games?
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely something I'm still working on quite a bit. But I'm thinking just going back to like the foundation, right? So just finding what grounds me, sort of. So after a mistake, I can't get too high on the highs, can't get too on the lows, right? So just finding that, we call it the reset mentality. So just kind of staying steady during the good times and the bad times, and just again keeping consistent. So just finding that spot where I can just stay consistent all the time.
And I want to end off by just asking you, as a Kingston guy, how significant is it for you to be able to be a key part of this Queen's University football team?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, being a local guy, going to high school here and just having so many friends and families, even just teachers come out. I run into a bunch of teachers all the time. It's very nice just seeing a welcoming face wherever you go. So it means a lot, representing the city where I grew up in, and just putting my name out there as someone on the map from Kingston. It really means a lot to me.
Well, there you have it, folks. I love getting a chance to talk to our key special teams guys, a very underrated aspect of the football experience. Matt, it has been a pleasure. I wish you all the best in 2026, and I know I'm very excited to see you get that big, long leg of yours underneath a couple of punts, because it is must-see. Don't change the channel. Don't go to the bathroom when the punter is on the field. You are going to miss something that you will never see anywhere else. On behalf of Matt Driver, this is Jesse Bell signing off. We'll see you folks again real soon.